Okay, let's share my screen. All right. Okay, and you guys are seeing the Balloon Suite logo, correct? Make sure I have the right screen up here. Okay, perfect. So go to get started tonight. The purpose of tonight's webinar is to kind of have a quick get together and kind of introduce some new features and key members to our team that we have. And I'm excited. So one of the first things that we've been doing is we've definitely been growing. So Balloon Suite itself, we've grown to currently we have over 90, we have 95 Balloon Professional websites that we are currently in our system. We've created over 10 different custom templates for people that we've built and developed. We have 16 gigabytes of photos being stored and 10 terabytes of data are being transferred every single month. So to say that we have grown is an understatement. We've definitely grown over the past year and helping a lot of Balloon professionals, but with growing comes a little bit of pain. And up till now, Balloon Suite has been a one-man operation. It started with me, and up till now, I've been handling, for the most part, all of the day-to-day development and customer interaction, but it's gotten quite a bit much. So the first thing I wanted to do in this webinar is to introduce some two team members that we brought on to Balloon Suite. So we've been listening to our customers' pain points and the things that they've been talking about. The first pain point that our customers we've noticed over the past year or so is that the customer interaction and our response time to customer questions is not as good as we would like. I'm fully aware of that, and that's something that we have over the past few months been actively trying to get better at doing. And I'll explain that to you. The next thing is adding new features and new feature requests. Updating new features to the Balloon Suite portal. Each customer has different needs and how they're using their website. And adding these new features while we're doing it for free, sometimes they are larger updates that take a long time. So getting these new features out quicker and making the Balloon Suite portal service as good as possible has been a big key for our customers. And then the last thing that I feel like I've noticed is a lot of our customers love their website, they take control over the website, and then when it comes to updating the website, they are a little bit not lost, but they're unsure they don't have the user experience is not as friendly as it needs to be for them to update their website in ways that they're looking to update it. So that is another pain point that we've looked at and we have solved with this update. So the first thing I want to introduce is our new team members. So we brought on two new team members to Balloon Suite who are working with me. Madison is the first person we brought on, and she has been brought on kind of as the customer experience manager. She works day to day with working with the customers, helping them with their day-to-day interaction and trying to make that customer experience, that pain point that we talked about, closing that gap and getting a better response time. She's also helped a lot with helping us with our development and testing, making sure that everything is vetted before we release it, and that you don't see bugs released on our Balloon Suite thing. So Madison is here, if she can hear me. I'll give her a few seconds to kind of introduce herself, so you can kind of get to know her and a little bit about her.
Hello, my name is Maddie. So I've been working with Brandon for like a year. And it's been great so far. I don't really have a lot of interesting things to say about myself, so that's why I'm trying to introduce my cat. I think he's way more interesting than me. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
And she's a cat lover for sure.
Yep.
So yeah,
Probably
Maddie has been very good at helping us with our development and catching all of the bugs. And she's going to be a key member of helping making sure that our customer experience over the next little bit gets a lot better as well. So we're coming up with plans and ideas to try to make sure that the pain point that you guys feel of needing better, faster response times, that we're trying to find a good solution to that. So to prevent that. And Maddie is going to be key, and it's been nice having her so far. So thanks, Maddie.
Thanks, Brandon.
So the other person who we brought on, Miles Meekum, he's a software developer. He's kind of behind the scenes guy. Nobody will probably ever hear from him or talk to him. But I wanted to bring him on and kind of introduce himself, because everybody, we know each other within this community. So getting to know Miles, I think at least an introduction of him would be good. But he's been instrumental of getting more development done. He's behind the scenes helping me with development, getting out these new features and products. And I'd say at least half of these new features that we're releasing, he's been a big part of getting them out there. If it wasn't for him, this release would not be ready today. So Miles, I'll give you a few seconds to introduce yourself.
All right. Hello, everyone. I'm Miles, as Brandon just introduced. I've known Brandon for about 3 years now, and I've loved working with him and getting to know him. And I'm super excited to be on Balloon Suite and help develop some of these features that everyone's been requesting, and helping get those out quicker and faster, and hopefully making Balloon Suite what you guys want it to be, and just improving it in every way possible. And I'm just excited to be here. I don't have a cat to show off. My kid's in the other room.
Miles, your introduction is way better than mine. I'm excited too for Balloon Suite. Just wanted to throw that out there.
Nice.
And his kid is cuter than your cat too.
Yeah, that's true.
And my wife and I are expecting a new baby on December 24th, which is actually a day after my birthday, and as everyone knows, a day before Christmas. So it'll be a busy holiday season for us.
Awesome.
Fun. All right, thanks guys. I just wanted them to come on in a second, give them
Thank you.
an introduction of who they are, kind of who they're working with. Quite a few of you probably been able to have the experience of dealing with Madison, because as she's been handling tickets, and over the past, I think it's been 2 months now, they've been helping me, and we are starting to get this ball rolling. And I'm excited, because that is the biggest thing. Is I know where our pain points have been, and solving those pain points have been instrumental, a big thing that I've wanted to solve. And I knew growing to the size that we were, it's something that I was no longer able to provide the service that you guys deserved by myself. So bringing on Miles and Maddie is going to help us be able to handle a lot more, give a better experience, and hopefully the product will be a lot better as well. So I'm excited for that. The last thing is customizing the website. There's been a lot of pain points on customers being able to make changes to their website, update. If any of you have ever had the experience of trying to create just a simple columns next to each other, if you've had to go in to update it, you've probably seen something like this. You might be able to update it, but we've had a lot of people that delete something and it throws off the spacing, and it's not as user-friendly as we'd like. If you're trying to build those by yourself, your best up to this point is you'd have to be able to code and do a little bit of HTML, something like this. So the balloon pages, the pages are very customizable and you can do anything in them, but we've realized that up to this point, they've had a higher level of knowledge needed to do more advanced things. So we wanted to find a way to be able to take these advanced features that we develop for you and make it so you can do them yourself without needing be an expert in HTML and CSS. So without further ado, this is going to be the most exciting part for me, at least, because I've been spending a lot of time building and getting this ready. But today all that changes because we're going to introduce it to you. So we've been developing this over the past 8 months. So we've been developing this over the past 8 months. We've been spending countless hours testing and fixing bugs. A lot of those bugs are thanks to Madison for catching those. And we have tested and tested and tested. We want to make sure that when we release this, that it comes out and it has a good experience. So We'd hope to get it out a little bit sooner than this week, but we know that now it is in a state where we feel comfortable that you will get a good user experience. So this is kind of what the new page section will look like when you log in. And I'll show you I'll show you, we'll go through exactly updating and you'll see it. But this is kind of the new page section that you're going to be able to deal with. And we'll go through right now, in fact. We'll go through right now. So up to this point, this is what your pages look like. So you had to come in, you have to edit the HTML, and it's been a pain point for a lot of people trying to make those changes. So one of the biggest things you'll notice when you first log in into the new dashboard is that the sidebar is a little bit different. So we've condensed it a little bit. The features are still all the same. Before, these pages, these sections were pulled out a little bit, so you had more down the side. But we have condensed them, but they look a little bit different, but the same features exist. So when you log into your pages, this is where the biggest difference is going to be. So you're going to see a list of all of your pages alphabeticalized. They can be live, or they can be, you can set them as a draft. So if you're creating a page that you don't want to go live, or make sure that nobody ever sees it, the easiest thing to do is you can just make it a draft. Once you make it a draft, then that page will no longer exist in the public eye. So if you have a link on your website or somebody has that link and they share it, that link will no longer work when it's a draft. Giving the ability to create pages and still not release that to the public. You can edit them, you can make draft, or you can just remove a page from here. So if you go into the page editor, you're going to notice the different sections. So this is kind of what the content looked like before. So you can delete these sections or move them around and edit them. So I want to go through each one of these, kind of explain what these are so you know how to use them. And then we're going to take this video and make it into small video snippets as well. So if you're needing to learn how to add an HTML or a title, it'll be a quick 10, 15 second, 20-second video of how to do those changes as well. But the first thing is the HTML and text. So basically, this is a block where you can come in here and you can literally just type out whatever you would like, or you can come in here and you can paste HTML or create HTML. This is very similar to what we had before, but you haven't lost that ability. So when you log in to when you log in the new portal, all the old pages will be converted over to new pages, and you'll see a text and HTML section at the top that'll have all the same content that you had before. So you're not losing anything. But yeah, you still have that ability to make whatever changes you would like. It's pretty self-explanatory, just your WYSIWYG editor, bold, highlight, change things. We now have fonts, so you can do some basic web fonts. You can also change the font sizes. So we've changed that so you have the ability to change that, which is something that's new. And once you update it, that updates it on the actual website. But for instance, let's go to, what page was it? We're doing. Oh, it's the About Us page. So perfect. So that's the About Us. It's the title, and then it has the HTML that's in there. And then we have the title section. So the title section, it's just what it is, just a basic title where you can go in here and you can edit the title. So you can add a title and a subheading. And when you update it, you now have a title and the subheading there. So this line will be omitted, so it'll just be the one line, but you'll have your title and your subheading. So it's an easy way to make a nice title on your pages. So you can come in here, write a title, write a subheading, and without having to know any styling or editing HTML. So anything you do will be updated here. If you want the title at the top of it, you can put it up there. This is the About Us page. Remove the subheading. Now you just have a title at the top of your page. So you saw how easy it was to reorder these. You can click here and you can drag and drop them wherever you'd like them to be on the page. The next section is the section that most people are going to love, and this is the features section. So with features, this is how you're going to accomplish having columns side by side with pictures and content underneath it. So you can have a heading and a subheading. You can omit them if you like. You can choose how many features per row. So how many over each row it'll have before it goes to a second row. And then you can add as many features as you like. So here you're going to select an image. Let's see. You can upload an image into there. Upload it. My internet's a little bit slow here. Put your features in there, and then here you can choose what actions you're going to take. So if you want to go to a product, you can send them to a product when they click on it. You can send them to a page, a blog post. So no matter which one you click on, it's going to show all of your pages that they can click on. So you can go to a page and say you want to go to the balloon columns page, choose whether it opens in the same tab or a new tab, and save that feature. It looks like we're having a little bug. Maddie will be all over that. I think it's just my internet though with that. So yeah, you can come in here, you can add all these sections, and that's going to give you the example of something like this. So there's your title, there's your subtitle, you have your image, and then you have your content underneath it. So this is going to be 3 columns across with your titles. So this is how you're going to easily be able to add, edit, and change columns within your website. So if you need to switch out an image, you just come in here, pick an image, and you'll be able to change it out. So I'll show you that one. Let's go back to a page that already exists. This one we've been all our testing on. So you have our features section, and let's say this is a feature section we want to change. There's the image, and we can just go ahead and swap that image out to a new image, save it, and it'll update the image that's on the website. So it makes it very easy for you to create these side-by-side pictures, feature sections. And then if you're linking it to a page, if you have none, it'll be like this. There's no link or anything. But if you do link it, then there'll be some content, a button at the bottom where they can go to the next page. So this is going to come in handy if you want to. I've had people that have wanted to, for instance, they want to have balloon decor. And then on balloon decor, they want to have columns, and they want to say, this is for the balloon arches. Click here to view the balloon arch pages. And I'll show you kind of how I did that with, I know Joette wouldn't mind me showing her website. So how I accomplished what I'm talking about. So we have balloon decor, because they do so many different services. We have a page for balloon decor. And then when you go into balloon decor, there's organic balloon decor and classic balloon decor, and a link to go to that page. So now you go into this page. So that's basically a feature, 2 wide, and a button, and it links to that page. So that's just the power that you have in these features to be able to accomplish a lot of things on your website that up to this point have not been as easy to accomplish. So I'm really excited about that. Not having to worry about HTML, switching out images. It's all click, drag, drop, save, and update it. So very, very nice. The next thing is a gallery. So up to this point, you've had a gallery. You could choose if you want a gallery on a page. But you can only have one gallery. We did have one person that wanted to have 2 different galleries on a page. Or it was always at the bottom. Nobody ever requested to have it moved. But if you, for instance, you wanted the gallery moved up a little bit higher, or content below the gallery, up to this point, it hasn't been possible. So now you can easily just add a gallery. And you choose which gallery you'd like. So just same as before, you can choose how many rows the gallery has. So if you want your images to have 4 columns, 5 columns, or 6 columns, and then you just choose which gallery that you want to show on the website. Update that. And again, you can put that wherever you like on your page. So when you guys are switched over, what you're going to see, if you had a gallery on your page, is you'll see the text HTML section at the top, and then you'll see a gallery section underneath the gallery. So it'll all be there, and you can easily update. Galleries are still going to be updated over in here. So to add a new gallery, it'll still be over in the same section as it always has been. So no change there. So gallery is pretty straightforward. Select what gallery you want, how many columns you want, save it, and it shows those galleries. And then it will have a loading feature. So if you put it in the middle of your page, it's going to show it shows 4 rows automatically. So depending on how many per row you chose, depends on how many images it shows. So it doesn't take up too much of your page, and they can load more and see more. The next thing is blog posts. So if you want to show some recent blog posts on one of your pages, it's easy to do so. All you need to do is choose how many posts per row, so how many columns you want, and then how many rows. So this would be 4 columns, 4 rows of 4 columns. So there'd be basically 16, if math's right, I believe it is. 16 of your most recent blog posts will be shown. If you just want 4, you can do 4 across and just 1 row. And save it. As simple as that. Drag it wherever you would like. But your recent blog posts, that will show just your most recent blog posts, just what it is. Pretty self-explanatory. And then this is where a lot of power comes into these pages now. So up to this point, it's been kind of the shopping e-commerce section. If you wanted to add an e-commerce product or e-commerce stuff onto your pages, it hasn't been possible for the most part. There are some things you could do, by all means. We did build that in there, but we're putting a lot more flexibility now. So now you can you can create your own custom page, and you can put your own custom categories. So you're basically, this is going to show all of your categories, and you can choose how many categories per row you want to show. So when this is on your page, you're going to see there's the gallery. This is that recent blog post, the title. So this is what find the category section we just added. So here's what your category section will be. So once you add categories, it'll add all of your categories side by side. This is obviously 4 per row, but there's only 2 categories. It's only showing 2. So they chose the category heading, the subtitle, and then it just pulls in the categories. And when you click on there, it goes to that category of products. Newly updated pages as well for the category pages to look a little sharper. So now you can shop by occasion and shop by categories. And this just isn't loading because we never added an image, not an error. But it's a lot more flexibility for you to be able to customize pages and customize the user experience that you want your customers to have when it comes to pages. So you can have those categories, or you can also have occasions. So if you're using occasions, for instance, you have your products and categories and occasions, you can have birthday, get well, whatever categories, whatever occasions you have, it'll be a very similar thing. Adding new occasions. How many per row you want, and then it'll show your most recent occasions on the page. So we're putting a lot more power into control into your hands to be able to customize those pages, choose where things are, and have more flexibility on the things that you're doing without having to know a lot of HTML, CSS, and more programming stuff that most of you, if not all of you, do not know that we've been able to accomplish for you, but it's been more difficult for you. The last thing is if you have an integration, like for instance the All Pro Web Tools. If you're using, there are a few people using All Pro Web Tools still. It's very easy to add a contact form. So we were already integrated with them, but we made it easy to add a form to any page. So if you want to add a contact form, you just add the All Pro Web Tools. Once it only shows up if you're integrated. So if you don't have All Pro Web Tools integration, it will not show there. Once it's integrated, we go in and we pull a list of all of the contact forms that are on your account with All Pro Web Tools. You select which one you want, update it, and then you have an All Pro Web Tools contact form on your website. So you can see this one looks a little bit off. All the styling is done on the All Pro Web Tools side, and this is the test account for their customers. So it's not made for the website, but when you create yours, you'll be able to create them to fit on the website where you want them. But yes, so you'll be able to easily add these contact forms if you're using All Pro Web Tools onto any page, wherever you would like. So those are the main current options that we do have for different editing and adding pages, and we plan on adding different things you can do to your website. If you have something you're looking to add to a page, by all means, and you've been wishing that it could be added and you'd like us to add it as one of these blocks, let us know. Your feedback is instrumental in us making sure you get a good experience. If we don't know there's something you want, well, it probably won't be on our radar. So let us know if there's any blocks that you would like to be added to pages. We're going to be constantly adding new ones as much as possible. But this gives you a lot more flexibility already to be able to customize your pages and get exactly what you're looking for out of your Balloon Suite website without having to depend on us to make those changes for you or worry about messing something up with the design. So with each of these pages, you can hide them. So if there's a section that you're working on but you don't want to show on the website yet, you can hide it from the website, and that'll show here that it's hidden. It'll be hidden there as well. So you can still play with it, you can still edit it, but you can make it so it hides from the website. You can rename it. This is just for your own personal needs. There's no benefit outside of the portal for renaming it, but you do have the ability to rename it to whatever title you would like to make it easier so you know what this section entails. And then, as we'd shown before, this is how just click there and drag it wherever you would like for it to go, and it automatically updates it. No saving needed, it just automatically updates it for you. So if you need to preview your page, this is where, and click before we showed the URL at the top what the URL was, and it was, some people had a hard time copying and pasting it. So now you can just click preview page to see what it looks like. When you make any changes, you can click preview page, it'll take you right to that page. And then you still have all your test settings. So if you need to customize the URL, if you want to add a parent page, if you need to redirect the URL to something else, or if you want to change the SEO settings, so the title and description. All those settings are still there. They're just over in this settings tab. So yeah, this is something that is definitely exciting that I've been looking forward to, because I would tell you this section, this thing right here, not that, where are we, feature section. This feature section here has probably been the biggest feedback I've given on pages of people trying to update or add new features to their sections and having a difficult time doing it. So I've been helping them. I've been going and doing it for them, making sure they get the good experience still. But I'm excited that it gives the ability, now puts more control in your hands. So these can be rearranged just like everything else. Add new ones, and then when you go in, you can delete them as well. So very nice, very user-friendly, and I'm excited about it. So yeah, that's been a lot of the work we've been putting in the past eight months, and that's basically everything that Miles and Maddie have been helping with since they've been aboard. So that's not the only thing we have to show today, but that is by far one of the biggest things I think customers are going to appreciate, is an easy way to manage, build their pages. So I do see a couple questions coming in. So I'm basically at the very end, I'll go through and answer all the questions. So if you do have questions, throw them in the chat bar. I'll go through and answer all the questions at the end before we finish. But I would like to introduce all these features so we can get the people that don't care about the questions don't have to stay on for everything. So that's the first new thing that we build is going to make a big difference in the experience of the customer. There are quite a few other little things or bigger things. One of the biggest things that a lot of people have also been asking for is the ability to have more than just a drop down when it comes to attributes, options. So before, when you had options, you can add options and you can have as many drop downs as you'd like, but we needed a little more flexibility. So now we've added the ability to have different option types. So the drop down is kind of what you had before. It's very self-explanatory. You can have as many options as you like. With the price, you can hide them, choose which one is your default. Put the titles in there. But the new one that we've added currently is the text area. So now, when you have a text area, people can freehand and type what you want them to put on the product. So this is the Mickey Mouse birthday. Let's see. This is our testing environment, so it's not as organized as I'd like. So yeah, so now that we added a text area, we have the regular drop downs as before to add the price to the product. And then you also have a text area. So somebody can come in here and they can come in here and they can easily add content a note. Some people have wanted to use it for color suggestions. Or whatever you want to use this text area for, there is ability to free hand type whatever you want the customer to type in there. They're also you can also reorder them. So you can drag them up to change the order of them. These are all changeable with the order. So it's a very nice feature that a lot of people have been asking for. Hopefully it's something that experience, but now that we have the ability to have different option types, we hope to come out with additional option types. So if there's something in the server, in the products you've been wanting to have a different type, let us know which ones are most important to you. We have a list of the ones we're going to add, and we'll get to all of them eventually because there's only so many you can do. But if we know which ones are most important to you, it might change the priority and get them out there soonest. But yeah, you'll be able to add whatever different option types to the products to be able to have more flexibility on the product side as well. So I know that has also been one of the pain points with that. So that's something else I'm really excited about. And then also when you're in the products, we've had probably 4 or 5 people ask for this, but we've added product types. So basically what this does is we have a regular product and we also have a catalog product. So when you change it to catalog, what that's going to do is that's going to remove the ability to add it to a cart. So now there's no longer a way for them to add it to a cart to purchase this product. You can still have a price and you can still show things. It's more of a catalog item though. So a lot of people have wanted this to showcase their products, but they didn't want them to actually pay for it on their website. So if you switch that to a catalog product, it'll just hide the ability so no one can add that to the product, to the shopping cart and check out and pay for it. So that is a new feature that's also being rolled out. And then the last big feature that we're even rolling out is in your settings. So one of the biggest, I wouldn't say complaints, but feedbacks I've gotten is a lot of people don't like the card message on all of their products or at all. So for instance, I know some people, when they want deliveries, they want card messages, but when they have pickups, people come in to pick up the order, they don't really care to ask the customer what they want on the message for the card. So now you have the ability where you can turn off the card message. So when you're checking out, there's a message, a place for people to put a message to write on the card if you haven't seen it. But you can turn that off. So if they choose pickup and you have it turned on, then it'll show, yes, they want to put the card message in there. Delivery, both or neither. So if you don't like that feature at all, turn them both off and it'll hide it. So there's more flexibility, more customization for you to be able to customize the experience for your customers the way that you would like it. And then the last big thing, I think that I said that was the last, but this is really the last, is we have switched your delivery and pickup dates. We've separated them out into 2 separate times. So now when you go and you create your delivery dates, so you can choose which days they pick up and for delivery, your time blocks, the hours, but you also have the ability to have separate dates for pickups. So if you want the same dates, it's as easy as making it the same and it treats it exactly how it was before. When you edit something here, it edits it for pickup and delivery. But if you want different hours of delivery than you do for pickups, then you can come in here, you can customize and have completely different hours and days that you pick up and deliver. You can black out different days. So if one day you don't have somebody to deliver, you can black out a delivery day, but it's not going to black out it won't black out the pickup day, but it will black out the delivery day. So you just have a lot more flexibility as the customer's checking out to be able to definitely give them the experience that you want your customer to have. And then I do have an apology because I lied again. It's not in my notes. I overlooked it. I have one more last item. It's a special item. So it's a surprise. I left it off on purpose as a surprise, but yeah, now you have the max deliveries per block or max pickups per block. So when someone's ordering on your website, and let's say you have 1 hour blocks, and you want to make sure you don't have more than 2 deliveries per block, you can set this to a max of 2. And then when someone's picked that delivery time twice, it will drop out and no longer be an option when they're trying to select out the pickup time. So you no longer have to worry about getting too many orders in one block, or you can use it as a way to spread it out more. So if you can handle 20 in an hour, but you don't want to, you can set to 2 and it'll spread it out because they'll start falling off. Again, more customizable, I should stop saying that word. I can't come out of my mouth. The ability to customize it more. If you set it to 0, it treats exactly how it was before. They can do as many as they'd like, unlimited amount per block. But that is definitely another big thing that people have asked for. It seems like a little thing, but it's been a big concern for a lot of our customers. So I've gone through them pretty quick. That is the big updates that we've been coming out with. We're planning on doing a release on this Monday night. So come Tuesday, you should have all these updates that we're showing here. This kind of a preview, so you can kind of see it and kind of get to know it. We'll be posting this video again on YouTube, obviously, so you can rewatch as many times as you'd like. And then if you have any questions when you're going through, let us know. Send us a message. Let us know what you're trying to do, and we can definitely show you how to accomplish it. But I do feel with these new features and these new updates, it's going to make the experience of our customers a lot better. It's going to give you the ability to customize your pages a lot better. And we're only expanding from here. Now that we have Miles and Maddie helping, we're going to be able to put out a lot of new features and making our product a lot better for our customers than it already has been. I think it's been a very good product. We've seen a lot of success of our customers getting a lot more orders from their Balloon Suite website since they switched over. But this is only going to make it better, and we're going to keep making it better for you guys. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go through these messages here on the side. So if you have any questions, throw them in there by all means. But that concludes the introduction to the feature section that we've added, the update that will be coming out. Monday night, you'll see it Tuesday when you log in. So we have the first question: is it possible to take out a slider and replace it with one image? When will we get this new version? So new version, Monday night, answered that. So Tuesday when you wake up, we want to do it at a time that if something happens, we don't foresee an issue happening, but we want to make sure we're not having problems with when people are trying to visit your website or you need it. So even if it goes down for 5 seconds, we want to make sure it's at a time that nobody's accessing your website. So we're monitoring that. We'll make sure that it doesn't interfere with your business. But yeah, this is going to be rolled out Monday night, and you'll see it Tuesday. As opposed to take out a slider and replace with one image. So I do have a feature request that I created, but having let's go back to the pages to show you. So when you're in here, instead of a gallery section, there will also be another section called image. And the idea is that you can just post a single image. You can put content on the right or left of it, or neither. And yet it'll be a lot more flexibility. We haven't started developing yet, but it is something that we have put on our list to be developed as one of the new options, is to have just being able to post a single image. Right now, how the galleries work is if you do post a gallery that has one image, it will show it full width. It'll just be it'll just show one image. So you kind of do get that with galleries, but you have less flexibility in the size and placement of it, and you can't really add text around it. So if you're just looking for one full width image, you can accomplish that with the gallery. But we do also have one of those sections that we have listed to be developed is to have an image section. But it wasn't something that I wanted to hold off the release of this for, because it's nothing that anybody had to this point anyways. You also still have, in your HTML section, you still have the ability to put images in here, like you did before. So it's hidden back there. We'll pull that up. But yeah, basically how you had it before, where you have images, the URL, put the URL in there, and you can put an image in the text. So you still have the ability to add images how you did before. You're not going to lose that. And then we'll update it to have more flexibility with those images as well. It's a good question. Will this be available on a YouTube video? So can we look back and how? I believe I answered that, but just in case, yeah. So once the recording will take a little bit, hopefully by the end of tonight, I'll have it posted on YouTube and on Facebook to be able to review this. So this will make it so as you're going through and making changes, I know we've gone through a lot of content pretty quick, but you have the ability to pop up there and pause it and go through the sections that you need as you need it. So yeah, this is definitely recording. Putting it out there is going to be very important. And then over the course of the next little bit, we're also going to be taking this video and other tutorials we're going to be doing and making quicker snippets as well. So when you're in a section, you're trying to figure out what to do, there might be a little video that you can watch to help you in that area. This might be something from this. It might be a brand new video, but that will probably come over the next few months. But this YouTube video that we're recording, that we're doing today, will be available by the end of tonight for you to rewatch. So it's a good question. Lorraine says she's excited. I know a couple of these features are things that Lorraine has talked about. So she is one of the, you're not the only one that has brought these features up. I think this title section, anybody that, I mean, not title section, the feature section on the pages, anybody that has been in there, I mean, they've been able to accomplish what they're looking for, but everybody has told me the feedback they've given me, they wish that it was more user-friendly. So we've listened, we've made it to you. And our plan over the next few months is to continue to fine tweaking the experience that you're going to be getting. It's only going to be getting better. This is also on the website, but also on the customer experience side. So now that we have Maddie helping, it's not just me by myself trying to do the development, trying to do the customer interaction, trying to follow up with customers. So there'll be more follow-up with customers and more of a better customer experience than you've had thus far. But I feel like for one person, I've done pretty good as well. If you had a question, I've been able, for the most part, I've been able to get back to you and answer those questions unless they're more advanced questions. So, but yeah, with almost 100 customers, it's something we had to do. And Miles and Madison are going to make it so we can continue to get better and give you a better experience and be able to handle more customers as well. Because my biggest concern was, what if we get another 100? There's no way I can do it by myself. So a little more proactive on that to prevent the future. So we can, if anybody's thinking about coming on, now is the perfect time. We've never been more open to being able to help and give you the best experience possible. So I'll leave it open for a few more seconds. If you have any questions, pop it in there. I know most people watch this on the replay, so there's not too many questions. But yeah, if you have any questions after when you're watching this on the replay, shoot us an email, support@balloonsuite.com. There's a couple of us in there now monitoring that. Any questions that you have or need to figure out, let us know. We can create a quick video if we need to, hop on a chat with you, or just respond to your question and give you hopefully answer the question in the way that looks good to you. So a few more seconds. I don't see anything else coming in. So yeah, trying to keep it as short as possible tonight. That is the, so that's everything. I will get this up there. If you have any questions, let us know. If you haven't already, we have a new Facebook community page. So go over to the Balloon Suite, Facebook page, and there's a link to our community page. Come join our community. We're going to be having some challenges and things to kind of help you grow your business and kind of help you on the day-to-day marketing side of your business as well. Because we realize that if you have a better experience with more customers, that's going to be the big difference of how satisfied you are with your website. If you're making a lot of money from it and getting a lot of customers, and we're helping you do that, that's in the end, that's really what's going to matter. So we have some plans for us to start doing some more things interactive online to be able to help you have some courses and trainings and more webinars to kind of help you generate more revenue and generate more business through your website. So I look forward. Thank you for everybody who showed up tonight. Thank you for everybody who's rewatching this as well. Thank you for everybody who is a customer. Honestly, it's been a joy being able to build your guys' websites. And it's nice for the people that have gone through, that see the positive experience. For every feedback I get of people that wish things are better, they also have a lot of positive feedback of getting more customers to their website. Yes, they wish the feature existed, but they're getting a lot more calls to their business, even if that feature doesn't exist, and that's what it mattered the most to people. So we've gotten a lot of good feedback. I'm excited to take this to the next level, and your feedback is going to be crucial. So keep giving feedback of what you're looking for, what you would like, and we will continue to try to give that experience to you. So I appreciate you guys coming tonight, and we will talk to you later. Thank you.